Hiya! Welcome to LSB Feasters Radio Aircheck channel, where we keep great radio from the past alive. And today we're going to New York and 66 WNBC for an aircheck with Howard Stern. Yeah, back in the 1980s, a lot of AM music stations were pretty much dying or already dead. But 66 WNBC was doing pretty well, playing the hits mainly because of their high personalities on the air. Big names that were very entertaining, like Don Imus, Soupy Sales, Alan Colmes, Joey Reynolds, Wolfman Jack, and of course, the one and only Howard Stern. Stern was on WNBC for only 3 years. That's it. But during that time, he created must-listen-to radio for New Yorkers who were headed home. Stern and his antics became very popular in afternoon drive throughout his 3 years at WNBC. But during that time, Stern was doing a lot of headbutting with management, programming, and some of the other jocks on the station, mainly Don Imus and program director Kevin Metheny, who Stern nicknamed Pig Virus on the air. Many of these conflicts were dramatized in Stern's autobiographical book and film, Private Parts. On September 30th, 1985, Howard Stern was abruptly fired from WNBC, supposedly due to pressure from NBC corporate. After a little bit of time on the beach, Howard got a new gig doing the afternoon show across town on WXRK 92.3 K-Rock, and eventually he moved from afternoons to mornings, replacing Jay Thomas, who was the morning man. Hey, give this a listen if you've never heard Stern on NBC. It's really an interesting listen. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to the channel. And if you have any old WNBC air checks lying around your house, or any air checks at all, we would love to showcase them here. Just let me know down in the comments below. All right, let's give a listen to this air check of Howard Stern in his final year at 66 WNBC, New York.
Well, the big ratings are back, and clearly we are the number one radio show, and number one at the radio station. That's our Imus today.
Yes, I didn't get a chance to talk to him. He did say hello to me, but I didn't get a chance to talk to him. How is he doing?
Well, I just said to him, he couldn't congratulate me, of course. I said, well, I said, gee, your ratings went up. I thought they would. You know, I said, I didn't count you out yet.
And what did he say?
Because he was on the air declaring this morning that he is like number one now.
Yes, he was thanking people for making him number one again.
Yeah, but let's not forget that we're number one.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he had a 4.6 share where we had a 4.9 share.
Yes.
Which,
well, most people have been telling me, you know, we can just round that off to 5.
Is that right? Yeah. Just missed being a 5. You know why? Because the women weren't as strong as the men. We have more male listeners than we do women.
Yeah.
And I guess women have a different sense of humor than men do. You know.
Well, they certainly have a different one than you do.
Yeah. But we do need more women listeners.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Boy, isn't it great, the big party they're throwing for us here, Robin? I can barely stop drinking and eating.
I haven't seen John Hayes today.
Not even as much as a thank you.
I don't recall. Were you congratulated by the new news director on your ratings?
No, as a matter of fact, I wasn't.
Neither was I.
Well, he's a big schmuck. I saw him in the hall today. Oh, hello. Hey, the reason they can even pay you what they're paying you is because I pull such big ratings. Is John Hayes there? What's his number? Let me call him.
Yeah, it's time to celebrate, and we want to know what he's planning.
Yeah.
All he's worried about is getting a piano in a studio
for Soupy Sales. What is? Where's Bernadette? Delza, where's John Hayes? Oh, gee whiz. It's Howard. All right, go ahead.
Where is he this time?
I don't know. But he's probably hiding from my... He's a chicken. John Hayes, our general manager, now walking toward the studio.
You see him?
Let him in, Bruce.
He is coming in. Oh, he's coming out.
Oh, he's coming?
Mm-hmm.
That varmint.
Yeah, the varmint.
Seriously, I'm going to confront him about this. The champagne
absolutely.
toast.
I don't blame you.
Vice president and general manager. I should be a vice president of this company. John, sit down here. I'm not done with you. Get in here. And just sit down. 4.9 share. I can just yell at this guy.
No.
I can just be brutal. Oh, I can't quote. That's right. I don't know what share we have. Whatever share we have, I'm sure it's big. Get over here!
Don't look in my eyes when I talk to you!
Keep your head down.
Keep your head down, son!
How do you like that, Robin, huh?
That's good. I like
Thank
it.
you.
And when you see me dancing, you stay off the dance floor.
Yeah, you tell him how.
And he wants flowers in his dressing room.
Well, who is the king of this radio station now, John?
You know, I wish the folks at home could see the way you smile. What was it really you wanted me to talk about today, Howard?
This is it.
This is it?
Maybe you want to kiss my ass a little bit because I got you such high ratings. Maybe you want to.
See, you had to ask, John. You had to ask.
Well, how do you feel now that I am the ratings king around here? Or is Soupy going to equal these ratings, huh?
I certainly hope so.
Yeah. Go ahead and insult me. Anything that you want to say, John, just go ahead. Anything spontaneous.
Be effusive. Go ahead.
And I would like to see you say a few words to Robin, who is the co-hostess of this program.
And our staff. And our staff. Hardworking, underpaid staff.
Except... I want to see you thank each and every staff member, except Bruce, because nobody, you don't have to thank him. He didn't do anything.
No, Bruce!
All right, you
Yes,
guys.
Howard, your ratings were exemplary.
Thank you, John.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
to
John. Oh, this is so spontaneous. I love it. Thank you.
And to you, Al. And to you, Fred.
Well, don't be so modest. John has prepared something for us.
And Bruce,
yes.
to you as well. Congratulations. And to the real power behind the throne, as it were.
Thank you
Robin,
so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
John handed me a tape.
You're outstanding.
John handed
and
me
I think that someday Howard will acknowledge your true greatness.
John...
He's trying to split us up again.
That's all right. John, by the way, I shouldn't be so hard on him, has made a tape.
He has.
Yes. He made a tape earlier.
I think it's important to explain to people that this is probably not me on tape.
No. Wait a minute. Come on.
John,
Or is this more theater of the mind stuff
John
you're
has
doing,
made
Howard?
a tape. Play the tape of
Is this when I
John.
visit
Play the tape,
Mr. Nixon or
please.
what?
Howard Stern is #1 on WNBC with the highest ratings on the station. No piddly 4.6 for him. Yes, a 4.9. And the grateful radio station says thank you.
Hello, I'm Randy Bongarten, president of NBC Radio. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Howard Stern not only for the highest ratings at the station, but the job he did in literally saving the radio division. It's no small secret that before Howard got here, the station was almost sold to the Coca-Cola Corporation. Again, Howard, Robin, I thank you.
John Hayes, general manager of WNBC Radio.
What I know about radio could fit in a thimble, but I do know this. Howard Stern saved this facility. And I tell you this, the sex jokes and jokes about feces, I find very upsetting. But it does work. It works. I think I've learned my lesson the hard way, but I will say this. I'm putting my complete trust in Howard and Robin's uncanny instinct in putting together a winning radio program.
Babbitt Sterland, music director of WNBC.
I used to think that music was important on this station, but Howard Stern only plays 3 records an hour. Now, have you seen his ratings? And Don Imus copied the 3 records an hour, and even his ratings went up. His ratings, well, they're almost as big as Howard's. Almost.
And finally, Howard, a message from the sales and management staff at WNBC Radio. Hip, hip.
Hooray!
And a hip, hip.
Hooray!
We love you, Howard.
We love you, Howard. Oh, yes, we do. We don't know anyone.
Howard Stern at the top of his field, and it's only the beginning. With a strong bond of commonness with the little people. To Howard, Robin, Al, Fred, Bruce, and boy Gary, kudos, kudos, and kudos.
Oh, that is too much. Thank you, really, man. Thank you.
Nice, John.
That is,
I didn't know you cared.
Seriously, I want to say something. I'm embarrassed by that.
I am too.
Embarrassed to...
After we said that they didn't care and that they wouldn't have anything nice to say.
I don't want that. Let me just say something. I don't want that played anymore on the show, even if they scheduled it in, because seriously, that's self-serving. Yeah. And, John, although you meant well, I'm not going to sit here and degrade Imus and Babette and all these people. I don't want them to hovel on the air like this. These are professional people.
I think it is important.
And I want to thank John.
One thing.
1 second, John, please. I'm saying something.
Don't talk when he's talking.
I get so confused when I'm in here.
I'm overcome.
Delusions as being the boss or something.
I'm overcome.
That is. You should get that checked out.
Excuse me, can I stop the show for a second? Just 1 second. Jackie, could you stop picking your nose in here? Now, John, let me just say something that is very beautiful, and I do appreciate the sentiment, and it's a very lovely thing.
Yeah, really, we didn't know you cared that much.
Let's just leave it at that. Imus, go ahead.
Hey, Howard.
Don't go on, and don't be sappy. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Howard.
Who is the new king of the station? Don.
Howard, we have more people listening in the morning than we have.
Here we go.
Do this.
Don, who has higher ratings, me or you?
I do.
How do you figure that? Who has bigger rating shares?
Who has more people listening?
Who has
you
the
have more
biggest share?
Let me explain something.
Jesus Christ, give me a break. I want to talk about something else.
All right, go ahead. I don't blame you.
I heard you talking about the simulcast and why.
Well, what I'm suggesting...
But you're so insecure. Did you include me in that conversation? No, you just talked about you.
Look, you old has-been.
Now, boys.
I'm sick and tired of carrying your show on my shoulders.
Howard.
What?
There's an old axiom on the radio.
Now, I'm trying to be gracious to you.
Howard.
What
happens if next book you have a 3-1?
Well, you could tell us, couldn't you? It happened to you. You walk around and keep the office door closed, and you remain humble.
Don't talk to people, that's right.
That's all.
You're making a big mistake, bro.
Hey, look, man, let's put it this way.
Just say congratulations to me, Howard, and just leave it at that.
Did I congratulate you today?
Yes, you did.
Now, let me say something. A lot of people counted Imus out.
Yeah, for 15 years they've counted me out, Howard.
Let me just say something, Imus.
Okay,
this is going to be a compliment now.
Okay.
A lot of people, particularly some of the people sitting here, like Al Rosenberg, thought...
No, he never said that. Al Rosenberg loves Mr. Imus. I know that. He said that to me. He loves Mr. Imus. He thinks he's the best.
He's fired.
Well, a lot of people...
Please, no.
Let me say something here.
Yeah,
a lot of people really counted you out. They said you had lost everything.
That's
Not
right.
Al Rosenberg, though. He never counted you out.
Said that you weren't writing anymore.
I think you should. Howard.
Yeah.
Congratulations, and I'll talk to you later.
Don, and congratulations to you.
I'll get you some champagne.
Thank you, bro.
All right, bro.
And some toast.
There you go.
Don't drink none of it.
By the way, Imus did something very beautiful today. He walked into the office, and this is serious, and said to me, I want to thank you for having me on your show all those times, because it reminded the audience that I still was around.
That takes a big man.
Takes a big man.
Takes a big man.
Says all those times I appeared on your show, and you know, it was funny. I helped him. He does give me some of the credit for pulling up his ratings. And I want to say something that was one of the... I seriously got tears in my eyes.
Yeah.
Well, let's face it, you did give him a reason to live.
That's it. Mr. T, what about Imus? He was on the drugs. And
well, it's a typical example of success too soon. What the hell? Everybody laughing around here.
Success too soon. He's 85 years old.
Well, he's that young? Yeah. I thought he was 87, 88 years old. Didn't he help develop the radio with Marconi?
Well, a lot of people had thought that he got too old and perhaps...
Yeah, and had lost it.
He was mumbling.
I know my parents thought he was killed in World War I.
You got that tape of Imus mumbling? Okay, so there was a problem. I'll admit, I thought he was back on the booze, but he pulled... I'll tell you something, I'm proud of him, damn it.
Yeah?
I'll tell you, I'm proud of him. The way he pulled himself up, he's #1 now in the morning. All across the board, #1.
Yeah, and it's not bad he has to wear that leg bag.
Listen.
Let's hear this.
You know what this guy's going to do? This reporter from us, he's going to do a first-person thing about being on with you and me. So I'm kind of going to work out where you really like going to be featured, Howard.
It sounds like me.
Hey, there's only one person who mumbles more than that is Tommy Hearns.
And he's been hit a couple of times.
Do we have the tape of Tommy Hearns? Hey, yeah, Freddie, why don't you grab the Tommy Hearns tape and we'll do it during the sports?
Maybe we'll get him a contest. People guess which one's Imus, which one's Tommy Hearns.
Yeah,